Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Unlike any other YouTube channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, mine exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So, if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe. So, let's get into today's video. As you can tell, I've not really been posting very regularly. I'm getting really frustrated with the state of the game. I don't think anyone wants to see me just lagging and whatever other issues. However, we are back at it today, and I finally finished my first ever fully XL Pokemon. It's on screen now. It's going to be a rank 3 Shadow Abomasnow. IVs 2, 15, 14, bang on 2500 CP at level 50.5. So, it's about time I got back to running some more spice as well. So today, we're going to try out Kanto Shadow Muk. I love the Kanto region, and I think Muk's got good coverage with its moveset of Poison Jab, Thunder Punch and Dark Pulse. So we're bringing that for the first time on the channel. And the team partner is going to be Shadow Swampert. I've chose Shadow Swampert as we have got a bit of a weakness to Steel, as Abomasnow's moveset of Weather Ball and Energy Ball is resisted, as well as it resisting Poison Jab. So Swampert will be the perfect team partner. So without any further ado, let's get into the battles. We are leading Abomasnow for the duration of the video, and we pick up a dreadful lead in Talonflame. We instantly safe switch into Muk. They stay in, throw 2 Incinerate, so we've got a nice energy lead, and we're met by a Swampert. Swampert shields up this fast move, so they've indicated that they are going to want to maintain switch at all costs. They fire after just 5 mud shots, so it's only a Hydro Cannon. You can see that even in Shadow, Muk is super bulky. It's got a great stat product for the Ultra League. We get off a Dark Pulse, they're already into the red. We reach the Thunder Punch, which should draw the second shield or take switch. And yet again, we're met with an issue. So we don't get the move off, but it's fine. We're going to come with Abomasnow and look for the farm down. We're going to eat this Hydro Cannon, no problem, and the opponent actually switched that into Escavalier. So we build up to just under 2 Weather Balls. We're going to need them 2 Weather Balls to take out the Talonflame endgame, and we switch into our Swampert. As I've only got 1 shield, I'm going straight for this Earthquake, as Hydro Cannon would not be enough to KO. Earthquake lands. In comes the Swampert, which has a move. From this health, I know I can tank the Hydro Cannon, no problem. I'm going to look to commit to the Mud Shot Down. Mud Shot Down's perfect. We've got the Hydro Cannon locked and loaded. We fire it off. Unfortunately, an Incinerate does come through, which is going to prevent us getting to the second Hydro Cannon. But this is where Abomasnow should be able to close. We're going to shield up this Flame Charge. And we're going to look to get to the back-to-back Weather Ball. Only throw 1 more Powder Snow, as I'm only 1 short. You should really throw 2, then they give away 1 free turn. But it doesn't matter, as these 2 Weather Balls are going to be enough to take out Talonflame. So GG to the opponent. Abomasnow Talonflame counter confirmed. In this next matchup, we pick up a much better lead in Swampert. They safe switch into Galvantula, and we bring in a Swampert of our own. They fire after only 3, so we're not going to get Energy Ball. It's just a lunge, which we take. And we fire our first Hydro Cannon on the 5th Volt Switch. Let's see what the opponent wants to do. The opponent doesn't shield, and now just before they get their 6th Volt Switch, I'm going to be able to either force a shield or take switch with the second Hydro Cannon. The opponent lets it go down, and in the back is another Escavalier. When I was building this team, I thought it was quite well rounded. However, Escavalier is a real problem. Other than Swampert, both Muk takes super effective from Drill Run, and Escavalier resists all of Abomasnow's moves. So we wait out a switch timer and we bring in Muk. Although we do take super effective from these drill runs, we do resist counter. I shield this first one up. They're at the back to back. We're going to have to tank this second one, which should do quite a lot of health. Puts us deep into the yellow. We're now in the red. We overfarm and the opponent manages to catch. Typical, as we're not really for any particular time. Now we bring back in Abomasnow. So we're in a bit of a rough spot, but we know unless the Swampert's running Sludge Wave, which they're not, we are going to have to tank a few moves, no problem. So I build up to just shy of 100 energy. I throw a Weather Ball and I undercharge it. I've undercharged here as I need to leave with 2 moves. So Swampert throws another Hydro Cannon. This will get us quite low, but we're not going to have to shield. They actually throw an Earthquake, so we're deep in the red, but we have got the 2 moves we require. We fire this first Weather Ball, which draws the shield. We get off the second Weather Ball, which should now put them into Thunder Punch range. So Weather Ball gets them fairly low. We switch out, resisting the counters. In comes Muk. Due to its poison type and resist them counters was huge. We fire a Thunder Punch off to win the game. GG's to that opponent. In this next matchup, we pick up a lead against a Gallade. Gallade was something I wasn't expecting to see too much, so I think there's a lot of things that now counter it in the meta. However, this is another thing that does really well against our team. We try and build up to the back-to-back Weather Ball. However, the opponent does throw. We're going to shield up in case of close combat, which it is. And we're going to fire this Weather Ball to hopefully either get a shield or take out the Gallade. In comes a fire type, so we throw one more Powder Snow and we transfer the Incinerate onto Muk. They're thrown after freeze. This is only going to be a flame charge. And we're now looking to build up a lot of energy. We fire this Thunder Punch, which I expect to draw a shield, which it does. We get another bit of lag, which forces us to overtap, which is dreadful, as we could have either took switch or forced the last shield. However, we do have Swampert, which is a fairly good answer for this Talonflame. So we bring in the Swampert. The Talonflame does have enough energy for a Brave Bird, so I am going to shield it up. They do throw the Brave Bird, and they switch out into Galarian Stunfisk. They've still got a shield, so I'm going to go straight Hydro Cannon, as I was unsure at this stage whether Earthquake would one-shot. So we fire this next Hydro Cannon, which I do undercharge. I expect it to draw the shield and counter their mud shots, and on the 8th, we do sack the Abomasnow. They will definitely not bait, as we had no shield, so they'd go straight Earthquake. That's how I managed to catch. We get to this Weather Ball, which I'm going to no-bubble. All I want Abomasnow to do now is put this Stunfisk into mud shot downrange. The opponent throws his energy, which will take us out. In comes Swampert. Back out comes the Talonflame. This Hydro Cannon is going to be enough to take out the Talonflame. And one mud shot should take out the Stunfisk in the back. So from a bit of a rough spot, again the lag almost cost us, but we managed to come back. So GG's to that opponent. So moving into this next battle, we pick up another dreadful lead against Obstagoon. We instantly Safe Swatch into Muk, and we are met with a Charizard. This is a pretty good matchup for Muk, especially as I've let the Thunder Punch through. We are now going to be able to shield once. I expect this to be the Blast Burn. Even if it's a Dragon Claw, they're not going to make it to another move. We shield once and commit to the Poison Jab down. The Muk's still very healthy, and we've got loads of energy. So in comes a Lapras. This again's an alright matchup for Muk, as we have got Thunder Punch to hit him for super effective. I overfarm a little bit, and I throw on the 4th Ice Shard. I'm trying to CMP tie him. So let's see if we do. So we do CMP tie with the Lapras. We draw a shield. I'm not sure if the opponent undercharged that, or that's just how much damage it done, as Muk is quite thick. However, we're in a great spot. So we've now managed to flip this opening matchup. We've got our Abomasnow on the Lapras and our Swampert on this Obstagoon. We are a bit behind on energy. However, Swampert should be able to get it low enough that Abomasnow should sweep in the back. So charge move coming through. We're obviously not going to shield the first Night Slash in case they boost. They are over farming at a touch, so we're going to fire off this Hydro Cannon. They're only 2 counters short of their next move. However, I am going to shield this up just so force the Obstagoon to throw its energy, because if I let it through, they would have countered us down. And obviously, if they was to boost, our Abomasnow will be taking massive damage. So we come in, we fire this Weather Ball, which is going to be enough to take out the Obstagoon. And no matter what this Lapras has, Ice Beam or Skull Bash will not KO us from this range. They're only at 6, so I expect it to be the Ice Beam, which we will survive. XL Abomasnow, even in shadow form, has got reasonable bulk, unlike in the Great League, and this Energy Ball is going to be more than enough to take the match. So GG's to that opponent, coming back from another rough lead. So moving on into the last battle of the video, we pick up a lead against the Venusaur. This is great for our Abomasnow. We managed to get the Powder Snow through. We shield up respecting the Sludge Bomb. They actually throw a Frenzy Plant. If I was the Venusaur, I wouldn't really bait, as there's only one more Vine Whip to get to the move. And they switch out into Alolan Muk. We fire off a Weather Ball to put them into Hydro Cannon range. We're not going to shield this first move. The Dark Pulse does around 50% of our health, and we overfarm and we fire off this Hydro Cannon. Due to the Weather Ball damage, this Hydro Cannon will be enough to KO the opponent's shields. Looks like they want to win Switch, however we do not need Switch, as both our Pokemon remaining have a great matchup against Venusaur. So we bring in the Muk of our own. We fire this Thunder Punch off immediately to get rid of the Alolan Muk, and we'll see what they got in the back. So in the back is a swampert, so it looks like our Abomasnow is about to sweep. They save a lot of energy, they switch back into the Venusaur. This first weather ball draws the last shield, and this second weather ball is going to take him out. Which it does. In comes a swampert. I don't expect him to run in Sludge Wave, so we're not going to shield. Opponent goes for the Hail Mary Earthquake, which isn't enough to take us out, as it is resisted, and this energy ball is going to be enough to take the match. So this team was super weak to Abomasnow, as it obviously has a fantastic matchup against both Venusaur and Swampert. So you can see there, as much as I'm not a fan of XL Pokemon, XL Shadow Abomasnow is an absolute monster, and Kanto Muk on the save switch did prove its worth. You can see that even the games that I did post did have a few issues in, so it's just something to be aware of. The game isn't in a great state. Hashtag Niantic, fix your bloody game. But for once, Swampert on the team was not the star of the show. Swampert was just making up the numbers, which is great to see. So if you like this kind of content, especially with the new additions to the channel, post it in the comment section down below. I have got like 1.2 million dust, which you saw at the start of the video, so I am going to take some requests on any Pokemon you'd like to see in the Ultra Premiere. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.